Hello YouTube, it's Pac-Man building time again. Let's stick some credits in, one credit in, put the control panel down, and let's go. We'll play a bit of Metal Slug today, hard, why not? Start. I'm playing this on my Sega Naomi cab, which is, this is a game originally came out on the Thomas Wave, which is very similar to the Sega Naomi. There's a guy who has a blog called Breaking CPS 3, and he's managed to convert some of these games, or pretty much all the Thomas Wave games now, to run on the Sega Naomi system. So this is, although I'm running it on via netbooting, it's actually running on the actual Sega Naomi hardware, which is brilliant because it's on my 29-inch Naomi screen. It looks absolutely amazing. So yeah. Get a few more Thomas Wave games going on this thing now, which is brilliant. There's a bit of slowdown here and there. I don't know if that's from the original or not. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to have a little unboxing at the start of some things that came through the post this week, and also what we're going to do is we're going to start putting some of the internal sort of structural elements of the cab in place. So I think that's what we'll do today. So let's just see if I can take this big tank out. There we go. I keep pressing down for some reason. I think it's the camera's in the way, not actually sitting in front of the cab properly. So yeah, let's see what's come through the post this week, and then we'll have a look at getting some of the build done. So let's go. Right, okay, this week I've had a couple of things through the post. This thing here, this box from eBay, as you can see down here, that came through the post this week. We're doing a mini sort of unboxing thing. I've already opened the box just to check that it was what I thought it was. I've not really taken them out and had a look yet. So let's delve in. There's two in here, only one. So I'll keep the best one, I think. I don't know if you can see that, it's a bit dirty. But it's a original Midway coin door, which is going to go in front of the arcade machine. And it's got a few dings in it, but it's not too bad. It's a bit rust, I can clean all that up. It's got pretty much all the wiring. I don't know if I'll need it all. It's been used, if you can see that, 10,369 times. Yeah, it's pretty good, I suppose. I think a lot less than my Naomi though, which is odd. I don't know if it is actually. So I need to get some coin doors, obviously. Coin mechanism for this, but there's no point in me getting coin mechanisms with it. Coin mechanisms with this, because this came from the States, so they would be 25 cents. So I'm probably going to get 20p or 50p ones to stick in here. Yeah. Happy with that. We'll have a look at the other one. I've quickly looked at this in the box. I've not looked at the other one at all yet. So if we do here, I'm feeling one of them slightly different colour. I'm not sure which I'm going to keep yet. I think I'll sell the other one because I think I got these for 25 quid. Plus another 20 quid or so postage and packaging, they're quite heavy. Might even be a bit more. But I think it's 50 quid altogether, which isn't too bad. There's a magnet there, not sure what that's for. But yeah, there's another one there. That's even got a lock on it. Obviously you need to take that off. But yeah, got all the only thing I'm missing, this actually looks a bit cleaner, doesn't it? This one, I might keep that one. Less cleaning involved. I'm not sure what magnet's for. Double check, there's nothing else in the box. No. If anyone's in the know, you probably see there's something missing that I sort of didn't realise when I was bidding on actually, but I'm not too bothered at the moment. Obviously to fix these to the door, they've got these, I can undo that, there you go, got these hinges. So these hinges go onto a frame, metal frame that goes around them, I haven't got that, unfortunately, so I'm sure I can get the frames from somewhere. I suspect they'll be a lot cheaper than the coin door, so hopefully I won't have to pay too much for it. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Just need to get some coin mechanisms for them. But yeah, I wonder if I can have a look where this is going to go on the front of the couch. Wait me 2 seconds. So it is on the floor. This has got to be the front door. Oops. Eventually. In fact, come in this way. I like to get a feel of how things are going to look. So if I think it's going to go about there. Maybe about there. Yeah. Right in the middle. Yeah, it's about there. That's pretty good. I'm not sure which one I'm going to keep. Put the other one on it as well. I've got 2 obviously, but I've got a feeling one of these was off a pinball machine. I think the slightly lighter one, the bottom one, may have come off a pinball machine. I'm not sure. Again, I've not seen a Pac-Man machine or anything. One of these did come off Pac-Man. I think it's that one there. So we'll see. But yeah, happy with those 2, definitely. I think they're going to have to be cleaned up, obviously, and painted and all sorts. I'm not sure if I can keep these plates. They're a bit scratched. They might be past sort of salvaging. We'll have to replace those as well. But all these bits are in good nick. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad for. I think it's 50 quid altogether, but I'm sure I can make at least half that back if I get rid of one. I keep saying that I've got a spare Naomi over there that I need to get rid of as well, along with a Capcom IO from my Sega. So I need to start, and those monitors, I need to start selling some stuff. I do like to hoard these bits occasionally. So yeah, so I thought we'd do a bit of an unboxing today of what we got. So there's 2 parts. Let's get that back on there. There's 2 parts for the arcade machine. So it's coming along nicely now. So I think we'll go back to the building next. Okay, today we're finally going to get around to starting to put some of the sort of inside pieces of hardware into the cabinet now. So obviously pretty much our top panel's done, our marquee area's done. Needs a couple of other bits and pieces on it, but we'll leave that for now. Because at the moment it's a bit wobbly. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this piece in here, goes right across here, and it's going to continue the same angle down. And this is going to be the step. I call it the step. The control panel comes along, and it steps up, and the the bezel is along here. So I've got everything marked out already. So this piece along here is going to be the width of the cab, and that should be the step. Obviously it's going to be slightly bigger because I want the step to go further down the control panel. I'll put an image up, it will explain it better. So let's get this one cut, get my mask. Yeah, it's done. Take this piece off so we can use that for something else later. So what we need to do size, but this should now be that I did it slightly too big rather than slightly too short, because we've had that problem in the past where the wood's not wide enough for the cab. So if we just zoom out a bit, that's what this is going to be. Yeah, that's perfect actually, because I think before I've not taken into account the wood that's cut out, excuse me, when the circular saw goes through it. So we're going to cut this bit off. So it's going to be that deep. And what we need to do as well is put the angle on this. You need to cut an angle into this. So what I'll do is I'll cut this straight edge here, and then we need to cut an angle into this bit. Okay, I did a bit of a practice cut. What I'm doing a cut of about 38 degrees along the piece of wood that's going to go along there. So if we look at this here and put this vertical, like so, the angle seems to keep going, which is, I think, is good. I think that's right. Looks about right. Hopefully it is. So it's taking me a while to get this cut set up. This is going to be the top of the cut. This is the bottom, because it's an angle. Obviously, one side's going to be bigger than the other. So my laser guide should go along there. Fingers crossed. I don't know if it's going to work. It's a bit of guesswork sometimes with these angle cuts, because my circular saw isn't entirely accurate. So let's see what we get out of it. Yeah, give it. That's pretty smooth. Right. First off, and that one. Right. You can see we've got our angle down there, so I'm hoping, I really hope, really hope this is more or less where I want it to be. So I've noticed actually this is, even when I cut it earlier on, I put some extra on. It's still a bit too narrow for the cab, but I might have to put some extra wood on the side. But let's see. Let's just look at one side to start with, because I think I've got lucky again with these angles. If we have a look, oops, over this side, it's just slipped. See, a bit further, it slipped again. And again. Is it zoomed in? Yes. So if I line that up, I think that's pretty spot on. Oh, I keep slipping down. It's got wood, sawdust all over it, which makes it quite slippery. Like that. That's a pretty smooth transition as well. Happy with that. Okay. Oops, not the camera. Okay, so what we're going to do, I might have to, like I say, I did mention earlier on I cut it slightly too wide, and even so, it's cut it slightly too short. Now once it's slightly shorter than the width here because it won't fit. But if we look, it's a bit. There's a bit of movement. There's going to be glue as well, which will take up a lot of the gap. But we might have to put a bit of extra wood in between. But I'm very happy with the angle on this. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll put a bit of extra wood on off camera. That shouldn't take too long, and then we'll come back and we'll glue this on. Okay, I've got a slightly oversized piece of wood that side, so I can sand it down flush. That's just drying at the moment. While I was waiting for those to dry, I was thinking about attaching this piece here to here. If it focuses. No, not focus. And there we go. So what I did, quickly knocked up these two bits of wood. There's two of them here. Bit rough, but they're just going to act as extra sort of surface area to glue this panel. So what they're going to do is fit in like that. I put a slight angle on the back because I have a feeling there may be a piece of wood coming down here at one point. I'm not sure. So these are going to sit like that. So I think I'll glue those on now, starting with this one. Okay, so we've got both of these little buttons on now. I had to glue this one off camera because the camera ran out of battery, so we've charged it up and we've got plenty of battery today. So this is on, this one's on here. So what we need to do obviously is glue our panel, which is here, onto these buttons here. What I'm going to do first though, before I do that, is I've got some of this, it's almost like a right angle with a curve on it. Now on the original arcade, to stop the marquees hold on with gravity. So what happens is, actually if I come over here and put this in place, where's my fake marquee? Keep saying marquee, I mean bezel. Sorry, bezel. Put this on like that. And then, as you can see, what would happen is the bezel would go on here, and the idea is it's held in place by gravity. By having something here to hold it, if I take my finger away, it slides off. So, before we put that piece up, the whole panel on, I want to get this little angle bit stuck on. So what we're going to do, I've cut it to size already. In fact, sorry as well, we've got a bit of extra wood here which is now dried, and I've sanded it so it's all flush. Everything's all flush, different colour, but it'll be painted in the end, so that's fine. So yeah, this is going to go about there. Yeah, about there. I've cut it ever so slightly too long so I can sand it flush again. So let's get that glue on now. We got glue. So we got our if we look down here, you can see this is at right angles to these two are right angles here, so that the bezel gets stopped and it just rests on here. So we'll have to wait for that to dry, and then we'll come back, and then I think we're ready to stick this on. Okay. This is almost dry now, and I've sanded so that it's flush with the edge, so we can see a little step. It's going to hold up our bezel. You want to say marquee. See, it's a bit curved. That's just the wood that I got. I'll probably sand that so it's level once this is all dry. So I think in the meantime I can actually get this stuck on. So this is the critical bit, getting it all straight. Luckily I've got some clamps that should be able to hold it up. So let's just size it up. As you can see, I've got a little shoe in there as well because it's slightly off. Just going to sit like that. So I want glue along here and along there, along here and along there. So let's do that now. Right, moment of truth. Can we see? Yes, we can. Maybe come this way a bit. I might be getting in the way most of the time, but you get the idea. In fact, I might need some clamps, but I'm going to clamp it just in case we do get some slippage. Before I do clamp it in place, I'll make sure everything's vertical. Need some tissue to wipe away some of this excess glue. Right, I think I'll get the clamps in here because I don't want this slipping. So hopefully that's vertical. I don't have to do some moving around. Where's my thing? That's brilliant. Let me come around. I don't think I'll get this first time. I thought I might have to do some alterations, but I think I might have got this bang on. It's pretty much in the middle. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Brilliant. Yes. This is the bit I've been dreading doing. Okay, it's been about 24 hours. The glue should be all dry now. So if we take the clamps off, have a quick look at what we've got. It's on there pretty solid. Good transition both sides. There's a bit of a slight lump there. I think that's due to the glue. Yeah, I think it's just the glue. That's fine. So this is my dummy bezel. There we go. Sits on there nicely. So that's looking pretty good now. Now I can't decide what to do next. I'm up to a point really where I can either get the TV in or get the mounts for the TV in or start thinking about a control panel. I think we want to leave, like I said before, anything in this area last, because it's going to make it harder and harder to add anything into the cabinet. I mean, even putting this in is going to cause issues, but I needed to put that in to get reference points for the rest of the cab. So yeah, I think we'll leave the control panel and the front till towards the end. So but that's looking pretty good now. I think what I might do with my dummy bezel is I might cut a hole in it to the size it should be, just to see what's what. That might help with the monitor mounting. Actually, what I might do in the meantime is let's zoom in a second. Focuses. I use some sort of edging from B&Q. Now it's slightly curved at the front, which doesn't make it flush with this. So the metal part that's going to go here is going to go like that. So I want it to be sort of flush or even further in. So I need to sand that down. So I might do that now. I can always do that on camera and speed it up because it's going to be a bit boring. But we'll start on this now. Right, it's pretty much all flush now with the front. I should have done it before really thinking about it, before putting it on. This may need a tiny bit more, you can see that. A tiny little lip, maybe there. It's not much, in fact, I can hardly feel the transition between that and that. So may just need a little bit more. Other than that, all the way along there's a little gap. Not bothered about that. And again, this side. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's getting to the corners. Obviously, like I say, I should have done it before I put the actual thing on, but that's nice and flat now. So, happy with that. So, there's one less job to do now. Like I said, I'm going to think about what I'm going to do next. Probably TV, which is this one here. If it zooms in. I've already tested this one. I think I've put this in a video before, previously with my Neo Geo 64. Yeah. The only problem with this is that it's going to be, and this might this might take even longer than building the cab, I don't know, hopefully not, is that there's going to be no frame with this. You can see on these, they all come with these are proper arcade monitors, these two at the back here. They come with frames on them, but in a TV it's just a bit of plastic around it. So, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm definitely decasing it. Definitely decasing it. I might mount it in a piece of wood so that the wood goes sort of around there that sort of sits on it with gravity, and a couple of bolts. Because on the actual machine itself, that bit, if you watch John's Arcades cabaret repair, there's a piece of wood down here and there's a piece of wood up there, and the monitor sits on this bit here that's in behind, not this bit, but there's a piece behind, it sits with gravity on there, and then there's two bolts up here, which I think, if I remember, when John was putting his new monitor in, it was a bit of a design flaw really, because when you're trying to take it out, because it's held in with gravity, and the bolts, if you took the bolts off, it would basically just drop. So I wonder if we can design it better. I don't know, but I have to think about that. So we'll leave it there. Let's zoom back out by moving. Yeah, that's looking good now. Almost, we're halfway there, maybe a third of the way there, not sure. Okay, we'll leave it there for that video. Thought we'd play out with a bit of another Thomas Wave game that's been converted by the guy on CPS Break, CPS, was it CPS3 Breaker or something? I can't remember what it's called. I'll put the link in the description below. But yeah, this is the Samurai Spirit 6 or Samurai Showdown 6. Again, running on the Sega Naomi. Let's center this a bit. There we go. So let's stick in a couple of credits. There we go. Drop the control panel and hit start. Now, I've only played this on MAME, probably Samurai Showdown 4 and 5. Never played this one before. I've just booted up now. So let's play Haimaru. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I play as this guy on sometimes on CVS 2, which is one of my favourite games. I think I've mentioned before. So let's get into this. While this is booting up, as it were, what we'll do in the next video is we'll get the monitor or TV mounted, I think. Let's start this first as well. But yeah, the cab's now the cab's got some internal structure to it. It's a bit less wobbly now, which is good. Let's do some damage to this guy here. It's hard to talk and play at the same time, I've found. I don't know how people like PewDiePie and that do it. Anyway, yeah, so 1-0 already. Yeah, we'll get the TV and everything mounted, and hopefully we can start getting. I've got a. I'm trying to get a Pac-Man board, a proper midway one, on the way. So once that monitor's mounted, we can see if we can get that stuck in and tested as well. So let's see if we can win this match. Oh no, not that one. What the hell is this guy? He's got like a collar on the back of him. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.